Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got some parts in today. Just a few parts. Yes, I ordered from Rock Auto. Why? Because they're cheap, and I'm not spending a bunch of money on things. But first, we have to change out a battery. I'm going to have to pull a battery. I got a reconditioned battery over at a friend's house, and we're going to go pull the battery out of the vehicle now. Take the battery over, take the money over, and get the reconditioned battery, bring it back, put it in the car. Here we go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're at the car. We're going to take this battery out, see if we can get our... yeah, there we go. Got that right there. Make this a quick work of this. This is in backwards. Cool. Why would they put that in there backwards like that? I worked for Honda. I know that's not the way it's supposed to go. Wow. Well, that's half the problem now there, isn't it? They put the battery in backwards. Go. Well, damn. She's off of there. You know what you're looking for?
So we lost something?
Well, that's no bueno. Plus, we're going to have to find that later. Alright, we're back at the car. We're going to put the battery back in. Hopefully, we can find a nut that fits this in the house somewhere. If not, well, it won't pass inspection, I can tell you that. Alright, well, that's cool. That just kind of popped up there. Let's see, you guys got a better view now? Yes, we do. Okay.
If you don't have a battery grabber, I'm going to suggest that if you plan on working on batteries, that you get one. They are extremely helpful.
Okay. Well, I didn't put the battery cover on because the battery cover is useless and it needs to go in the damn garbage. If you ask me, these don't do anything. They're just there for looks. They don't actually insulate enough to actually cover anything. There's no padding on it, no insulation that's actually going to keep the battery warm or cool from the heat. It's plastic. It's not going to damage anything by not having it in there. All right. Batteries in. Batteries in. Close the hood. Alright, let's go see if she starts. She should start. There's usually a battery problem with this thing. This is an 06 Honda CR-V. They are very well known for having battery issues. I would know. I work for a Honda dealer. Look at that. Fancy, fancy. Look at that. She starts up and she runs. Now we gotta move her so I have room to work on my car. I have the wipers on. Don't know how that happened. So what we're gonna do momentarily, make sure we don't hit that pole. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna put it kind of back in place. I'm gonna parallel park it sideways in here. Just like that. And we're in. My car doesn't need to go anywhere anymore. So it's fine. Look at that. Starts right up like a champ. We're going to steal this extra battery pack here just in case the camera dies. And we'll go from there. How's it going, guys? We're back in the little workshop. And we're going to work on opening up some of these boxes. A little unboxing for you. Alright, start off with this guy. Maybe we should angle the camera down a little bit. What do you guys think? This sounds like a good idea. Ooh, box is a little bigger than the camera is. That's cool. Unbox therapy, right? That's what they say. That's what they call it. Cut this open with my trusty multi-tool. I've had this for about 2.5 to 3 years. It is a Leatherman. It's a Leatherman OTC. There you go, you guys can see it. Cost me about $100. I got it off my tool guy. Probably paid more than I should have. However, he handles all the warranty stuff. So, if I break it, because Leatherman is a lifetime warranty company, I just call him and he gets me a new one. Which I've done once already. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? All this fancy wrapping paper. Yay! Order list. What's the order list say? It says we have shipping separately. Oh, so in this box we have a wheel and hub. Wheel bearing and hub. It's this box right here. Let's see here. Wheel and hub assembly. Oh, let's make sure that's the right one. There it is. Wheel bearing. Block ring. Castle nut. And the bear. And the hub. Awesome. Good to know. Alright, let's see what else we got inside this box. There's no way they put this giant box in for this one part, right? That would just not make sense. Let's put this off to the side. What else do we have in here? We have, it says pipe. Just pipe, right there. Pipe. Well, that's because we got a flex pipe. This mounts up this way towards the engine, well, towards the catalytic converter here. Comes back this way, comes back, mounts onto the rest of the pipe. Hopefully this works properly. You got a little hole here for an O2 sensor. Their weld could have been better. It's not the worst weld in the world, but it could have been a little better there. For that bung hole, as they call them. Clamp to hold it up in place, which I don't know if my car actually has that. We'll find out. So this is here. Yay! Put this down. Put this right here. And anything else that's inside here? Nothing. Empty box. Off we go to the next box. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Grab my Leatherman again. Uh-oh. More paper. Garbage. Another packing list. What do we got here? In this box, we have some stuff. Yep. Looks like we got 2 rotors. The other hub assembly. Let's check this one too. Got our clip ring, bearing, hub, Newcastle nut. Looks like we got everything in there. Put this right over with the other bearing. Alright, let's see what else we got here. We got rotors. Let's find out if these are front or back, shall we? Just gotta remember what I do with my damn Leatherman. Here we go. Looks like a front rotor. You can tell by the front and the rear on most vehicles because you see this gap right here? The airways, that's to help keep your rotor nice and cool. Generally speaking, this would go on the front. Your front brakes tend to acquire more heat because all the weight shifts to the front of the vehicle while you're stopping. Because most people drive places in drive, not reverse. If everybody drove around in reverse, this would go on the back. Okay. So there's that. One rotor. Let's put that down. And, oh look at that, there's another rotor in here. And I think that's the last of this box. Alright, let's check this rotor out, shall we? It says the same part number on it. And that looks, again, like another front rotor. With that nice and fresh. It's got that gap in it there. That's how we know it's the front. Alright. So, we got our front rotors. We don't have the pads yet, unless they're in one of these other boxes. And next box. Huh. Interesting. I don't know how many of you guys have ordered parts from Rock Auto before, but they usually send a magnet with their stuff. And I haven't seen a magnet with this stuff yet. On the other side of this. No magnets yet. Let's open it up. Maybe it's inside. Looks like we opened this box upside down. Shake the light. Garbage. Alright, look at that. We got our NGK spark plug wires. NGK seems to work best on foreign vehicles such as Hondas and Hyundai, which is why I bought NGK. There's those. Brake pads. Are these for the front or for the rear? These are small. Generally speaking, smaller brake pads usually mean it's for the rear of the car rather than the front. And we have all 8 pads for the rear. And the hardware kit. Good to have. There's the brakes. Look at that. My NGK spark plugs came too. All 4 of them seem to be in there. Like I said, NGK works best in foreign vehicles like Honda, Hyundai. It seems to get better mileage and whatnot. These are the NGK-Rs. Look at that R spec. Get a little better horsepower. These are the other pads. Let's see what these ones look like. There's our hardware kit, so that's good. And our front brake pads. See what I mean? These are significantly bigger than the ones that go on the rear. Like I said, your weight shifts to the front, so you need more stopping power in the front than you do in the rear. That way you can stop safely. Put this stuff back in here. And, let's see, here's a rotor. Oh, let's find my trusty Leatherman tool here. This thing has gotten me out of so many situations. It's not just a knife, it's a pair of pliers, it's a saw, it's screwdrivers. And here we go. See, this is the rear one. See how it's just a solid piece. There's no air gap. There's not two pieces of metal here. It's just one solid piece. This is for the rear. They don't generally generate as much heat as the front, so it doesn't need the extra pathways for the air to cool it off faster. There's one rear rotor. You put that with the fronts. Here we go. Another rotor. And again, it's another rear rotor. Exactly what I needed to get. Again, one solid piece of metal. No spacing for the airway to get in to cool it off. Because, like I said, the rear does not generate anywhere near as much heat and friction than the front. Let's see if we can close this up properly real quick. Rear rotors, rear brakes, front brakes. We're off to a good start. There it is. It's my magnet. See, what do we got here? We have a, nice old Plymouth. What was that, 73? 73? 74 Plymouth? Look at that. Beautiful. Let's put that on our metal cabinet over here. Just like that. Anything else? Well, here's our packing list. Got our packing list here. If I can get our thing, we got a packing list here. Let's see. We got both front bearings. Good job. We got our flex pipe. Yep. We got a brake and rotor kit for the front. That's the two rotors and the brakes for the front. We have brake and rotor kit for the rear. Brakes, rotors for the rear. Yep, we got those. We got our spark plugs. Yes. We got our spark plug set. Wire set. Yes. So we're good on that. Yesterday we received this box. This is our ignition coil. The coil pack. So we have an entire new ignition system to put in this car. And we're going to be putting those fancy fuel injectors in. I think this thing's going to run a lot better. There's one more box that we got. This box, it's a little big for this table. It's a little heavy to pick up and put up here. It's not really that heavy. It's just too big for the table, to be honest. Get that out of here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to actually have my son over here. He's going to hold the camera for me. Sound good?
Come on, yeah.
Okay. All right, so now we're going to open this box. Look, this box. Got the magnet right up top. See, what do we got here? We got another older Chevy. Look at that. Put that right over here with this one. Start our magnet collection. Let's get this box open, shall we? Slide it this way. I already know what's inside this box, but it tells you right here. But we got our flex pipe. And now we have a brand new catalytic converter that you can see inside there, that honeycomb. Now, see, I was debating. I don't live in an emissions area. And I thought about taking all that out of there. Give it a little more or a little less restriction for the exhaust. Make it run a little better. However, without the amount of back pressure I would need, it could burn up the rings on the pistons. So we're going to not do that. There's our cat. What else is inside this box? But of course,
Ooh.
the exhaust manifold. New manifold. There's nothing else in there, Landon. New manifold. New catalytic converter. I think there should be at least two more pieces in this box. We have a hardware kit. Oh, that's awesome. Didn't know if we were going to get that. And along the side here, this little box here. We always get a little box in this box. And look at that. Got our gaskets.
Ooh.
This gasket goes right here, just like that. And that's where the bottom of this piece here mounts onto here. And we got this gasket here. This gasket goes on the bottom here, just like that, so that we can mount our flex pipe down there. That pipe. And inside this, let's see, what is inside here? I have a feeling I know what's inside. Are you making sure I'm in the camera screen here?
Yeah.
You gotta make sure you're pointed right, buddy. You can't just look with your eyes. You gotta look at the camera. Bet you I know what's inside here. Yep, I was right. Look at that.
Woo.
Brand new exhaust manifold gasket. And I think I gave myself a paper cut. This goes on this section right here, just like this, and seals it to the engine. That way there's no exhaust leaks.
There's a good thing for that.
Yep. So we may need another exhaust gasket that I forgot to order. We're still waiting on our intake and our throttle body gasket. They should be coming in within the next couple days. We should have all our parts in by Friday. That doesn't mean we can't do a teardown. But this is it for the unboxing for today. I forgot something to tell you guys. I do have one more thing that came in. Like I said, I'm not going to put a whole lot of money into this car, but I do want it to look kind of good, right? So I went ahead, and my car is black and blue, so I got some blue wire loom. Different sizes. We got 1/4 inch, 3/8, 1/2 inch, and 3/4 inch, 10 foot of each, so we can cover up most of the wires. If you notice, the NGK wires already came blue, which is a bonus. I also ordered some blue electrical tape. That should be coming today, so we can seal these off at the ends. And I think that's all. I got. I forgot to tell you guys. Got lots of work to do today. We can start ripping apart the exhaust. We can pull the front end apart, and we can start on the rear brakes. Sounds like a good deal. Alright guys, that's all we got for today. We're gonna put more videos together. I know I filmed a lot today, but not all of it's going on to this video. This was mostly a battery and unboxing video. See you guys next time. Questions, comments, concerns, always down below. I will look. Have a nice day.